2017, high school, this whole fidget spinner craze started. But your school is retarded and hadn't caught on to this marvel yet. Every other town had these little shits, but your school was like a forest. Nobody had one. You saw it cost $9. Ahoy MP3, I'll buy one. Honestly, you got bored after 3 minutes, but it's cool for de-stressing. You walk into school with this little shit. Anon, where'd you get that? I'll give you $15 for it. I'll give 20. Dude, holy shit, 30. You see the deal of a lifetime. So who wants it? Fuck, everyone wanted it. You sold it for $36. Fuck. Buy 5 of these and you'll make a shitload more. With the money you made, you buy 4 more. You go to school the next day. You're screaming on the streets like a street vendor, yelling that you want to sell them. Brand new spinners, untouched, only $25 each. Suddenly, half the high school walks up to you. They sold like hotcakes. What, you're out? Tomorrow they'll be here. All right. You made $100 on those 4. At the corner store, you found some golden ones. They only cost $1 more. You'll crush them with these. School. Hey, listen up. I got golden ones. How much for them? Cheap. Only $50 each. What a steal, XD. In one day, you made $600. On a piece of plastic shit. You just don't know what to do with all that cash. Well, you always wanted to get high. Your neighborhood is full of dealers. On every corner, there's some guy trying to sell dope. You get a joint from him. He charged $50 for it. You go to smoke it. Oh shit, what a trip. You're seeing colors or who knows what. Suddenly, you feel super hungry. You go to McDonald's to grab a burger. 2 guys in front of you. One bought like 20 burgers, holy shit. Probably on the munchies too. Suddenly, the other guy. Hands up. The dude's hand shot up like Lit Boy in Hiroshima. His shake hit the ground, burgers too. People nearby started yelling at him. Since he didn't see, you grabbed 5 burgers. Why pay when they're free? Slide out of there like Assassin's Creed. You go to scarf them down somewhere around the corner. You eat them. Still warm. You go home. The high wears off. Damn, that was cool. You still have $40 left? Ahoy, fucker. You set up a grow operation in the basement. Your parents generally don't give a shit about your existence. Whatever you do, they don't give a shit. So they'll probably not give a shit about the grow op either. Unless you screw up school because of it. Then they'll get pissed in the place where there used to be coal. You make a makeshift grow op. 4 plants to start. You nurture them like crazy. It works. The grow op doesn't dry up. You don't know what to do with all this shit. Too much of it. And you don't want to turn your house into a gas chamber? Then an idea pops into your head. Middle school. If they're paying $50 for fidget spinners, they'll pay $100 for a gram. You took 10 grams with you. You go to the spots behind the dumpsters, where the biggest alpha males gather. You guys want some goods? How much for a pack? What the fuck pack? What are you selling? Weed. At this moment, everyone was so hyped. Like teenagers at a Travis Scott concert. You're not fucking with us, are you? A hit for a test? Some little incel walked out of the group. Here. He took the joint in his hand. He took a hit. Almost fell on the ground. Guys, this ain't a cigarette. This is really weed. How much for a gram? For starters, $70. What do you say? Gabby, you got some cash? Yeah, I do. XD. You thought you'd crush it like that incel. You sold 5 grams of this wonder in a week. $350 in one day. These brats have rich parents. You want to increase your reach because you won't make much money from just one group of kids. With the rest of the money, you expanded your grow op even more. You call a friend from a neighboring school. They're flying high over there. Once they ripped a whiteboard off the wall and threw it out the window, and the teachers did nothing. So they probably won't catch on that he's selling dope anytime soon. Hey, Chris, want to make some money? What's up? Come over and you'll see. Chris comes over. So what's up? Look, you show him the grow op. Oh, holy shit. You gonna sell this at your school? For some percentage? Fuck yeah, why wouldn't I sell it? Here, take 20 grams. Sell as much as you can. Cool. Chris leaves. You're smoking a joint. Suddenly your dad bursts into the basement. Oh fuck. They found out. They'll hang me by my balls. What is this? You're thinking what to say. Only one idea pops into your head. Biology project? Oh, that's good. And fuck it. That's it. Dad left and did nothing. You almost had a heart attack. Next day, the guys from behind the dumpsters bought your stuff again. You made $200 off them today. Fuck, they're buying less and less. You call Chris. Chris, how much did you make? Fuck, Anon, all the merchandise is gone. For how much? $1 grand. So how much did you make? Fuck, almost 1,500. Holy shit. But damn. Cool. You're left with about $1,000. Fuck. You can make bank on this. You need to expand the operation even more. Outside the city, deep in the woods, you saw a plot of land where a guy wants 15 grand for 10 acres. Your dream at this moment. You need to make 15,000 for it. Chris, I have an amazing plan. What? You quickly explained your plan to him. But how to make 15 grand fast enough? Because someone might buy it faster. Anon, find two trustworthy guys to sell on the outskirts of LA. Dude, is that a good idea? You got a better one? Larger quantities probably won't move. Yeah, you're right. You rounded up the guys. They take the same cut as Chris. And the overall profit ranges from 700 to 1500 a day. It'll take a month to save up for this, but finally you succeed. You bought the field. You fenced it with barbed wire and a fucking electric fence. There are about 300 seedlings in that field. You got more guys. Only now you're selling across the entire state of California. Unfortunately, these are regular customers, not middle schoolers. They won't pay 90 bucks a gram. Now you're getting around 50 bucks. 40 guys are helping you with the business. From now on, you're making 9 grand a day. The LA Mafia found out about the competition. They're already hot on your heels. You know you're screwed, but you don't want to give up this business just like that. You decide to fight. You buy 20 Glock 17s. 50 grand went down the drain. 20 guys got your gear. You order them to shoot up the Mafia's headquarters. They do it. It worked. Their warehouses with all their merchandise now belong to you. You also have their boss. If they want him alive, they have to give 300,000 bucks within a week. Otherwise, you'll return him in a bag. They say it's not possible. You record yourself shooting the scumbag in the hand. I said a week. I changed my mind. You have 48 hours. You send them the video. Where should the cash be delivered? Outside LA, there's a small town called Pasadena, 3rd Street. Oh, 2 days later, you wait with your guys for them to arrive. A black Audi pulls up. 2 guys get out, one with a briefcase. Glad you listened to me. Give us the boss. Cash first. They give you the briefcase. You hand over the guy. If you ever cross my path again, it won't be so easy. They drive away. You just realize you no longer have competition in LA. You think about expanding to the national market. All of America under your thumb. That thought kept going through your head. Additionally, you took over all the fields the Mafia owned. A month later, you have all of America under your care. You have 3,000 people working for you. Chris is your right hand. You expand to the European market. However, Russia is the problem. Now Europe is divided into 2 parts. The one you own and the one the Russian Mafia owns. You want to attack them and take all the shares for yourself. You devise a detailed plan. You show it to your soldiers. Thugs with guns XD. The plan was flawless. The day of reckoning arrives. You attack from the rear, but they were already there. All your soldiers were killed. You have no troops and they're already attacking. You have no idea how this could have happened. It turns out Chris betrayed you. He joined the Russian side of the force. The Mafia attacks. You have nothing to defend yourself with. You have nowhere to run. All your belongings were stolen by the Russian Mafia. Your parents abandoned you long ago. You become a wanderer. You roam the streets dressed in a tracksuit, which is as holy as Swiss cheese. You don't know what to do with yourself. You wanted to commit suicide, to end it all, to finally have peace, to meet up with people. But no, one idea came to your mind. You join a Benedictine monastery. You stay there for 8 years. You are a very good monk. Thanks to you, the monastery gained a good reputation. It's always clean and serves very good food. Lots of weed in it, XD. They say thanks to you, it's somehow merrier near the incense. Wonder why. You thought the monastery was the biggest shit show. It turned out you really like it here. Even though you always skipped religion class in elementary school. The peace lasted quite a while. However, suddenly at night, the monastery is attacked. By the Russian Mafia, led by Chris. Your first meeting with Chris after a year. Why, Chris? Why? Sorry, Anon. That's just how it is. You Judas, a gunshot, but you're still alive. The anti-terrorist unit was here. It turned out the police had been looking for you all this time, and Chris fell to the ground with a hole in his leg for illegal distribution of weapons and drugs in the United States. The court sentenced you to 12 years in prison. You sit in a cell with 2 other inmates. One is serving 8 years for murder, the other 10 for stealing a candy bar. So you always pick up the soap when it drops. Chris, for leading a mafia across Europe, was sentenced to 25 years in prison. Luckily, you're not in the same prison. You'd kill that scumbag with a spoon at the first opportunity. However, he's in a prison somewhere in the middle of nowhere, like in Montana. You're a pretty well-behaved prisoner just to get out for good behavior. You have nothing to do. But the warden was kind and gave you something so you wouldn't get so bored. He gave you a fidget spinner to play with. Life, you biggest bitch.